Hey, if we could have everybody try to mute their phones as best as possible, that would be great, just so that we don't have the same kind of interference that we had last night with bells and whistles going off. That would be great. Good morning, everybody. We had an impromptu conference call last night. We had a lot of people on. We have a lot of people on right now, and it's really interesting to see how the share price is being pummeled right now when EPGL is in better shape asset-wise than it's ever been. We just had a major, achievement, the other day, which gave EPGL ownership to back on all of our patents, while CooperVision continues to maintain rights to use the technology in their products. And, you would think that, that people wouldn't misinterpret, as they've been doing on these various public boards, listening to these idiots who don't know what they're talking about and are purposely misrepresenting what went down to everybody. I mean, it seems like a real buying opportunity right now to me, folks. We're going to be, we've hit 7, 8, 9, 10 cents before, and I think we're going to be back up there, especially the fact that we have, a bundle of patents pending right now that are in one of the most hot, relevant areas in the market and co-developed with one of the top ophthalmic companies in the world. And yet EPGL now owns them 100%, while that same ophthalmic company still wants to use and keep rights to those technologies going forward. So, contrary to the BS being spewed out there by some people, CooperVision hasn't walked away from anything or dropped anything. That's complete bullshit. What's happened is that there was a dispute between the companies who had been developing together. It's like a marriage. People have children, and they have to figure out how to, basically go forward and take care of the children. Well, it's the same thing here. Our children are the patents and the technologies that we developed together. EPGL also has other patents that were already our patents, coming into the marriage with CooperVision on the development agreement. And we still own those. Those were, under CooperVision's, rights too during our tenure. But now EPGL is out from underneath all of that, and all of those technologies are completely free to be marketed, and CooperVision retains rights to the jointly developed ones. If everybody would just read the PR carefully, they would see that CooperVision still retains rights. They're paying a sum to have that, and they're also paying, they're also if any of our other 100% owned technologies that we brought into it are used by them, they would have to pay. They would have to do a normal license fee on those going forward. But CooperVision is paying. We can't disclose. It's not an insignificant amount, by the way, to do this settlement. And EPGL walks away with ownership of everything. And can now, instead of being under the control of one company, we have managed to be able to open up the entire world to the technology, which you would think, despite, again, boards who are nothing but losers sitting in their pajamas, not all. I'm talking about the ones who everybody knows who I'm talking about, the ones that are just complete negative naysayers no matter what. Who God only knows what their motives are and who pays them and what their agendas are, but they're nothing but losers and cowards who have never achieved anything, and they're jealous of those of you who got into EPGL early and have seen nice returns, and all they want to do is tear everybody down. And these same people are misinterpreting and spewing bullshit to everybody right now on these boards, and I'm here to set the record straight. They are completely misrepresenting what happened. This is the best thing ever for EPGL. For the last 2 years, we have been under the umbrella of one company with the rights that company holding rights to virtually all of our technologies that are relevant and patents pending right now, okay? In 2016, we're going to start to learn where the rubber meets the road and which patents are going to be approved. And, maybe all of them will, maybe part of them will, maybe one of them will. We'll find out, won't we? But the bottom line is EPGL is a relevant company and a relevant player in this field of enhanced vision and enhanced technologies for vision-oriented applications. And no one can deny the fact that this is a freaking hot area. Just go do Google searches on all of the different CEOs from Google to Novartis to others around the world that have predicted the size of this market going forward. And EPGL was involved with one of the top ophthalmic companies in the world in developing the high tech involved to be able to enable this technology. If one or more of our patents goes through, it's very possible that EPGL would have to be paid by everybody that gets into the business of trying to put electronics in contact lenses. And believe me, contact lenses are the holy grail for all of these people in order to be able to have discrete augmented reality into the person's life, to be able to have data display and text display and information coming into your field of vision, as well as vision correction and making people be able to see better than ever. That is what this is all about. It's about enabling that. And to have idiots on these public boards out there spewing disinformation, trying to convince people that our technology is a loser and that, Cooper Vision is walking away. It's completely bullshit, people. I mean, get a freaking clue and realize who you're dealing with on these boards. These people are nothing but losers, okay? Why would they be sitting around on a board all day, spewing negative shit to everybody? It's not because they've accomplished anything in their lives. It's because that's all they've got to do, okay? That's what you got to realize. You're looking at a buying opportunity right now, in my opinion, with EPGL like never before. Those who get in now, as these patents start to come down and hit over the next several months, starting in 2016, we believe. Do you think if one of our patents gets approved, do you think that's going to be bad news in the market? Do you think it's going to be taken as really bad news? No. What's going to happen is incrementally, people are going to start to realize that EPGL's value continues to go up and up and up. And then, do you think we're not talking? Do you think there aren't other people, other companies around the world that have inquired with EPGL about our technology, but we haven't been able to talk to them up to now? Do you think that's the case? Yeah, you'd be right if you thought that. The fact is, we've had from the start, back in 2013, we've had big companies contacting us, and it's well documented. And that's another thing for these idiots on these public boards to sit there and claim that Novartis did not contact us. That's bullshit. Novartis did contact us, and we could prove it, and we could put it out there if we wanted to, easily. Novartis contacted us in 2013, right at the same time that Cooper Vision did. We went with Cooper Vision because Cooper Vision was farther along, and for various reasons, we decided to go with them. We've been contacted again and again and again, and now we're free to be able to have conversations without any hindrance with these people. And that's exactly what we intend to do going forward into 2016. Okay? So, give us a rash of shit for the MPDD in the past. Okay, fine. We changed the business model on that. That was, we had orders, we had people interested in that, we had doctors using it, but we decided when this opportunity came up and we looked at the value of the opportunity going forward and the potential market and who we were dealing with, that this was the way to go for our company. So to any of you people out there questioning our decision on that and continue to bring up that we still own that and we will do something with that, okay? But get a life, okay, when it comes to dealing with that, because our business is R&D. We are a player right now in this business. And this is a freaking buying opportunity for you folks out there right now, whether you know it or not, in my opinion. And we are relevant, okay? Don't let anybody tell you different. Google knows who we are. Novartis knows exactly who we are. Apple knows who we are. All of these players know who we are. And the clock is ticking on these patents that we have that were developed, oh, by the way, with a top ophthalmic company, okay? That's the reality of the situation with EPGL right now. Yeah, we're sitting on a crappy pink sheet OTC, tier right now. Yes. Would we like to change that? Yes. We will eventually, when and how we can. But the focus right now is the patents, getting them approved, and then licensing deals. Many, many licensing deals, okay? Many. That's the point here. We went from having only one licensing deal with one company to now having the right to have licensing revenue and royalties from any number of companies, unlimited, around the world now, when these patents start to hit, the ones that do. That's the reality, folks. And you think that this stock is going to sit here at this level forever? I mean, this is the other thing. You talk about people who have called it right. There are certain people out there who are stockholders that have called it right from the beginning. And had you listened to those folks, you would have been thousands of percent up. But, the fact that there's these losers out there who keep on spewing hate and jealousy and vindictiveness are talking people out of their shares as we speak today. Look at the stock today. Look at what's happened, just the bullshit that's being spewed on these boards, scaring people out of shares that they could have kept. And you don't get hurt in a stock unless you sell, right? You don't actually lose money unless you sell, because that stock can always come back up. And EPGL has done that again and again and again. And if you think that this is, that this was a bad deal for EPGL, you're just idiot. You're just stupid, because that is not the case. This deal was a major win for EPGL and its future. And it's a win for CooperVision, too, because they continue to have the right and the ability to use the technology in their products. And that is a good thing for them. And it's a good thing for us if CooperVision does go forward with the projects that they may or may not have underway, which I'm not going to comment on, okay? I'm not going to tell you they do or they don't. Bottom line is they have the rights to do it. And that's what this agreement gave them. And they wanted that, okay? So you think that they wanted, if they wanted to just give it and be completely divorced, they could have done that. But they didn't choose to do that. Plus, they're paying us a sum in this settlement. Plus, we get ownership. That was the bargain. The bargain that we said is that, look, as settlement for this, we want ownership of the technology. We want control. And we want to be out from underneath. And we want to be able to go out and market to the world. That was the hard bargain that I drove. And if you listen to any of these idiot morons who try to tell you any differently, that this is somehow a loser deal for EPGL, then you're an idiot too, because you don't understand what a good deal is in the marketplace of intellectual property. Intellectual property is the most valuable thing to corporations. Ask Apple, ask Google, ask any of them. It's the most valuable thing there is to a company, and it's the hot item. And when you're dealing with an area like this, with vision correction and vision enhancement, it's the hottest damn thing that is going on right now. And it will be going into the future. There's certainly going to be other technologies out there that are equally as exciting. But the bottom line is that vision correction and enhancement is one of the biggest. And interestingly enough, as other companies start to expose themselves to what they've achieved in this area, EPGL will be able to pick cherries if we have patents that are approved. I can't go into detail on exactly the technologies that are in these patents, but suffice it to say that the technologies are enabling technologies right from the ground up. In other words, it's very difficult for anyone else out there in the market. If one of our patents gets approved, it's difficult for any other company in the market to be able to make contact lenses in soft, comfortable, hydrated and oxygenated silicone hydrogel without using some of the technologies that we discovered and have filed patent for with CooperVision. Okay, that's the bottom line. And fast forward a year from now, a year and a half, 6 months from now, we're going to know a lot more about where these patents stand. But you know what? Right now is the getting time. Just like people told us, oh, EPGL will never be able to go up after they restructure and do a reverse split. Oh, yeah, those people really made a good call, didn't they? Didn't they? I mean, listen to those people. And some of those same idiots are the ones on the boards right now, like this Nowie 257 and these other trolls that sit on iHub all day long and have nothing but negative to say about a company that turned itself around from nothing and saved shareholders from being zeroed out to now being a player in this field with major companies. So you tell those people on the board they can stick it, okay? And, you know, I know that the corrupt iHub board, you know, of course you can't talk, you know, like you can't talk freely with anybody. The bastards tend to have the upper hand because they can just sit there and spew bullshit all they want, while the good people who are trying to get facts out get deleted and so forth. And everybody knows what I'm talking about because we've seen it. And you know what? Sitting on this chair, unfortunately, we have to deal with that crap. But the bottom line is that this company is a company that has achieved incredible things and has done a lot of good things for a lot of people by bringing back to life the stock and actually giving people something to hold again and actually have value and have hope for the future. And I dare you to find another OTC stock right now or another company, even in the big boards, that has much better hope and is in a hotter area than EPGL is right now. Okay? So that makes that a potential for a buyout target in the future as these patents start to come down, and it makes us we'll just continue to have greater and greater value going forward. It's ironic that we're sitting here with stronger than ever as a company in terms of our future and what we hold on to right now and what we have. And we're in a better place. We're stronger than we were when we were at 10 cents. And yet look at what these idiots on the market do to a good stock. And you know, because they're scaring people out of it, in my opinion. They're scaring people you know, with complete BS on these swamps they call you know, public boards. So you know what? Take it for what it's worth. There's no promises in life, right? I mean, you know, there's no promises. An asteroid could hit the planet tomorrow, right? But the bottom line is that we believe that we are exponentially better off now than we were before under the previous agreement with CooperVision. And we believe that this is the best of all worlds for shareholders going forward. And this market is only getting bigger and bigger. And so is it a buying opportunity right now for EPGL? You decide, okay? Nobody can hold your hand. I'm not going to hold your hand. You go out there and you do the due diligence and you look at it and you realize that the patents, we have a handful, a bundle of patents that are coming down the line now as we go forward that are going to be approved or they're not going to be approved. But we think odds are, if I was in Vegas right now, I'd be putting a lot of money on that they're going to be, that one or more are going to be approved. And any one of those could be potentially a gatekeeper for the rest of the industry. And it's a very, very, you know, significant technology. We wouldn't have spent all the time that we did doing that. And that's why it's taken so long to negotiate the settlement with CooperVision, because this, you know, these technologies are definitely relevant and groundbreaking. And we believe that we're going to get some of them through. So it may be all, maybe not part, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm trying to think about what other you know, misunderstandings there have been, you know, out there. You know, the bottom line is that again, I'll just reiterate: we went from having only one company that we could be dealing with these technologies and receiving royalties to now unlimited. So you tell me, is that better for EPGL? Did we just get stronger than we were when we were at 7, 8 cents, 10 cents? Or did we get weaker? Is this a buying opportunity? Are we oversold? You tell me. Okay? So listen, I'm gonna end it on that note, and I'm gonna say that anybody has any further questions, please send an email to the investors So email, and we will, try to get back as quickly as possible to answer if we can. We can't go beyond the details much of what is in our release yesterday. We just can't. We still have some, contrary to what people think, we are still tied somewhat through surviving terms from the previous agreement. There are some terms that still survive in confidentiality and so forth. We can't just go, blabber. And nor do I want to blabber everything about our technologies that we hold until we actually, start to see the patents. Now, you can see some of the patents publicly right now, and there's going to be more coming up. But, you can see that this technology is not out of a Cracker Jack box. I mean, some of the, top minds in the world developed it, okay? So, again, tell me what we're worth. Tell me, when these patents start to come down, if right now isn't a buying opportunity for the people that were smart enough to pull the trigger on it. Again, no guarantees in life, but I believe that we are stronger than ever and that our stock is undervalued big time, and I think that we have a long way to go in success. And 2016 is going to be very, very, exciting year for EPGL in terms of what's coming and what we're going to learn. And it's going to start here relatively soon, actually, with some of these patents and the time, the chronology of the timing. So anyway, good luck to all. Be smart. Don't listen to the idiot. Do your own due diligence. Look at the history. Look at who's been right on these public boards all along. Listen to those people, in my opinion. Listen to the people that have been smart and right all along. If you listen to idiots, it's garbage in, garbage out. That's the result you're going to get. And you are your own person. Don't rely on others that are anonymous, sitting in robes behind keyboards for your advice on stock. Do your due diligence. Look at what EPGL has said. Look at what others who have been accurate have said, and make your call. But you'd be really, really remiss to sit and listen to these people who you can go back and look at their agendas over time and realize that they've been wrong all along. So why the hell would you listen to them now? And these people, if you look at them, they post again and again and again, and all they do is spew negativity. Is this what you want? Bring some positivity into your life. These people need to get a life. The ones that are, just sitting there all day saying nothing but negative. I mean, come on, they can't admit anything positive about what's going on with EPGL. They can't admit anything positive about our long-term chart. I mean, goodness gracious, it's just complete, utter BS that these people are doing on these boards with people. And, we are in a better position than ever right now in this company with what we just achieved. So go forth and make your own decisions. Are we a buy right now? You decide. Okay? Email us if you have any other questions, and we'll look forward to, talking again and putting out more information as it comes in. And at any time, information come in. We are, like I said, the door is open now, and EPGL is going to aggressively. We have many people that want to talk to us and that we want to talk to, and of course, if these patents as they start to be approved, there's going to be people that have to talk to us, not just that we want to talk to. They're going to have to talk to us if they're in this business, because bottom line is we know what we have in terms of the enabling technology. And there's some companies that if they want to be able to do soft silicon hydrogel lenses and electronics, they might have to come through us if our patents are approved. Okay? Everybody have a great day. Hope your day is profitable, and God bless our troops. And let's all say a prayer for our country going forward. And